Nike struck absolute gold when they signed Caitlin Clark to an 8-year, $28 million endorsement deal. So why in the world are they ignoring?
You won't believe it. Nike has finally broken Caitlin Clark's silence, but not before Adidas.
With that, Nike has not done one thing to promote her. We have not seen any commercials, we have not seen any ads, we have not seen any Caitlin Clark merchandise, and we for sure as hell have not seen any Caitlin Clark signature shoe.
Adidas was miles ahead in congratulating Clark on her Rookie of the Year success.
It's like, wow, Caitlin Clark comes out of Iowa, and I started saying after her junior year in college, like, hey man, she's the biggest star in college sports. And then after what she did at Iowa her senior year, I started saying, hey, I think she's going to be the biggest star in sport.
What an incredible first season. Congratulations to Caitlin Clark, 2024 Wnba Rookie of the Year.
We've never seen this. This is a woman in America that is going to dwarf the men in terms of popularity and influence, driving. We haven't seen this since Tiger.
Nike's controversial shirt celebrating Caitlin Clark's Rookie of the Year award sold out in just 50 minutes. That's what Nike created to honor her record-breaking first season in the WNBA.
WNBA's never had anything. Nothing. Cheryl Miller couldn't really move the needle. Candace Parker couldn't really move the needle. Now they have this woman.
A t-shirt, that's it. Nothing was mentioned about her own signature shoes, while Angel Reese has received promotions and is at the forefront of Nike's WNBA push.
She's made the WNBA relevant, and I'm like, why isn't she being promoted, and how did Nike get her at such a reasonable, wasn't it at 22 or 32?
$28 million
$28
over 8 years.
Over 8 years. I'm like, that doesn't add up to me.
Even though it was just a simple shirt showcasing Caitlin's records, it sold out in an astonishing 50 minutes. Remarkably, that shirt only took 5 minutes to produce, yet it broke sales records, outperforming anything Angel Reese has achieved for Nike.
Some of this might be a little bit of revisionist history. Going into we all sat here and argued that she should go back to Iowa.
Yeah.
Because she would die and get swallowed up in the WNBA and everybody would stop watching her. That's when Nike struck.
How can Nike create such a basic shirt after an incredible season? If Caitlin were with Adidas, she likely would have already had her own signature shoe, and it would be sold out everywhere.
I think they got this well before she was showing triple, quadruple the ratings of other WNBA games.
So far, Nike has released 0 products featuring Caitlin Clark since signing her.
I thought like, hey, this will be over with after college, and said so on this show. And my memory, and it could be wrong, but within 72 to what's 72 times 86, 96 hours? Is it 24 times 7 plus 20, 96? Within 4 days, I'm telling you, I think I had pivoted to, I
definitely pivoted after the WNBA draft. For sure you were pivoted by then, so it was before there was a game.
Okay.
In the sports world, few athletes generate as much debate as Caitlin Clark.
Wasn't a long process of me going, I think this will be over, to, holy cow, this woman's going to be the biggest star in sports, and I'm not Nike. They're experts at this.
The young basketball prodigy who has made a notable impact.
They were able to see, and again, you weren't around at this time, but it's like when Michael Jordan left North Carolina, it's not just his size that 2 centers went ahead of him. No one fully understood what he was going to be in the NBA. And there's a guy at Nike that they made the movie about that Matt Damon played or whatever.
Sonny Vaccaro.
Sonny Vaccaro, thank you.
The Iowa star has shattered records, drawn comparisons to legends, and emerged as the face of women's basketball, even in her rookie season. However, despite her incredible achievements on the court, Clark's relationship with Nike and the WNBA has been complicated and at times frustrating.
People get subscriptions instead of me just reading your stuff out loud. But back when Nike stock was around its all-time high, I wrote a 5,000-word essay on the corporation's awkwardly angry play for female customers. At the time I wrote it back in 2021, I couldn't foresee that the mega corp would sign history's biggest women's college basketball phenom in 2022. how fortuitous. I also couldn't foresee that this player would maintain the fame momentum through her interest into the WNBA, where she'd finish all first team as a rookie. And who could have predicted her games would average more than 1 million viewers, contrasted against the games of other players that would register 300K. Road arenas packed where she goes, crowds of girls wearing her jerseys. Nike signed her through 8 years at a cheap rate. You tell me that, and I assume Nike's doing fantastic in 2024 because it sounds like you're describing a billion-dollar athlete who suddenly appeals to previously unreached demos. The apparel behemoth has majority male customers and has long craved similar success with women. Fortunately, they signed the woman to build a brand.
Nike, recognized for backing top athletes, has surprisingly downplayed Clark's success, opting instead to promote other players.
Pretty cool. It's got I feel like it's Fever, but it's also Iowa, so you get the best of both worlds. I have another one that you'll probably see me wear later on that is even more Fever, so just wait for that one. But yeah, you got the yellow. They look a little similar to the Bruce Lees that I wear, but like still different. I like the gold swoosh. It's the black and yellow. You can't go wrong. It's just the best color. Honestly, I didn't design these ones. I just said, yes, I love them. Please give them to me. So they do their job. They do it really well. So they're pretty cool.
His signature shoe in his rookie season. When can we expect years?
I don't make those decisions. So yeah.
Adidas has swiftly embraced Caitlin Clark, particularly with Billie Jean King, a sports icon and Adidas ambassador, recently praising her for an outstanding season and her Rookie of the Year win.
Caitlin, if and when Taylor gets her own shoe, can we expect you to wear it?
For sure, anything for C-Squared. She better give me all the colors I want, though.
Has she given you any hints as to what it might be like? Anything?
No, not at all. But I'm sure that when it comes out, she's gonna make sure that we kind of get an experience of it. That's just the kind of person she is. So I can expect once she establishes what she wants to do and how it goes, we'll be one of the first people to see it. I hope.
This endorsement came at a time when Nike, Clark's official sponsor, had yet to fully acknowledge her achievements.
Yeah, obviously, Nike's been a tremendous partner and was a partner of mine through college, and deciding what I wanted to do professionally. That's just the brand that I always wore as a kid. So being able to be with them is a dream, and something I don't take lightly. And I'm not giving any teasers though. I don't do that. So wait and see. I don't know. And who knows? Maybe it'll come. Maybe it won't come. I don't know.
The report emphasizes Clark's significant impact on the sport, while Nike faces criticism for not fully supporting her while promoting other WNBA athletes.
Clark continues to set the bar when it comes to her impact on female athletics. She's got one of the hottest selling jerseys in sports, y'all. According to Fanatics, led by the one and only Michael Rubin, Clark's Indiana Fever jersey is apparently sold out in all sizes. It was rumored that she actually outsold Dallas Cowboy jerseys, although that hasn't been entirely confirmed, of course, because that would be a feat. But in addition to the jersey sales, Clark now has an 8-year, $28 million deal with Nike that will include her own signature shoe. The deal is the richest sponsorship contract for a women's basketball player. She deserves it!
Particularly Aja Wilson, although Wilson is an outstanding player. However, Clark's popularity eclipses that of nearly all her peers.
Agree with the sentiment. It's really the confluence of a lot of positive things coming together on the business side, on the basketball side, and it's the rise of women's sport. It's Caitlin and others, Angel Reese, that big rivalry coming out of last year's national championship. So this generational talent, they have big followings on social media, increased media attention with ESPN and ABC, and our asset values are going up. And, we raised that capital about 1.5 years ago.
Despite this, Nike has been slow to acknowledge her talent, whereas Adidas appears to have recognized her potential much earlier, aligning themselves with a player who many view as the future of women's basketball.
Also expect everywhere that Caitlin Clark goes, she is going to get a little bit extra from the other team. And it is because how much we've put her sort of on this pedestal, right? So you know you're going to get a little extra. You know you're going to get a little extra from the other team.
Billie Jean King, a longtime advocate for equality in sports, offered enthusiastic praise for Caitlin Clark without pulling back.
Can you believe the hostility this girl is facing for the crime of getting people interested in the WNBA? You'd think the players in particular would be grateful.
Yeah, I mean, I think Kennedy Carter just proved that she's as trashy as her mama spelled her name. And to dramatically recreate Charles Barkley's rant, y'all petty. He said, you women out there, y'all petty, man. He said, these girls are hating on Caitlin Clark. They should be thanking her for getting them on private charters, all the money and visibility she's bringing to the WNBA, what she's accomplished. He said, give her flowers and stop being petty. And he even thanked her for bringing all of this new money and shine to the WNBA, something that you and I would never be talking about.
She emphasized Clark's dedication, record-breaking performances, and undeniable influence on the game.
Let me clarify first, because it's proxy season, right? No CEO do you just put the base pay in there. You put their bonus, you put their stock options, you put everything. Caitlin has the ability to make up to $500,000 just in WNBA wages this year. So, of course, they're just looking at a base which is collectively bargained. And actually, it's low because she's the number one pick. She'll make a little more than that. But she also has millions and millions of dollars of endorsements. She's actually, because she declared to become pro, her endorsements are higher in dollar value. She has a global platform now, not just a U.S. platform. So she's going to do just fine, as will the top players in the league.
Kane emphasized that it wasn't just about the Rookie of the Year title or the numerous accolades. It was about Clark's genuine passion and love for basketball that shines through every time she plays. Clark's win was not only a testament to her skill, but also a moment of validation. Throughout her rookie season, she faced tough competition and unexpected neglect from Nike, her own sponsor.
W thinks that they don't have to pay us more in order for us to be here. And I think I didn't express that when I first talked about prioritization,
Nike has primarily focused on A'ja Wilson, another incredible player. While Wilson is undeniably a remarkable talent,
it's going to be nice, though, I think, getting out of the spotlight and just getting to live my life and do things that I want to do and, not have to sit and I love talking to all of you, but it's going to be nice to not have to sit in front of a microphone, multiple times a week. I really appreciate all of you, but it will be nice to kind of get away and relax for a little bit. And I appreciate everything you all do as well, so I thank you.
Being a multi-time MVP, a WNBA champion, and a dominant presence in the league.
NBA season ending for many teams, there are already so many players heading overseas to play during the off-season. But with all of the drama currently surrounding the WNBA, on top of the low-paying salaries, some of these players are questioning if they'll...
Caitlin Clark has emerged as the new face of women's basketball due to her impressive performances and her ability to connect with fans. Clark outsells nearly every player in the league, including Wilson.